Hey DIYers, I'm George from Alarm Grid, and today we're going to be going over how to delete a Honeywell wireless device. So I'm going to be showing you how to delete it off two systems. First, the Vista Panel, and then I'm going to get into the Lyric later on, yeah? So to start off on the Vista Panel, I actually have a wireless sensor learned in as zone number 9. Yeah, and I'm going to show you guys how to delete this sensor. So right now it is faulted because there is no magnet connected to it. Yeah. So first thing we need to do is get into programming. To do that, you need to know your installer code. Mine is defaulted, so my default installer code is 4112. And so you need to enter in 4112 and then 800 after. So 4112800. Once you're in programming, you want to make sure that you have a 6160 as well, as this will make the deleting of the sensor a lot easier, yeah? So the 6160 is an alphanumeric keypad. Once you're in programming, you will see it says installer code 20. If your panel or your keypad only says the number 2020, that means you have a 6150, which is a fixed English. That I recommend not using to delete programming, as we do need to go into a deeper level programming submenu here. So we need an alphanumeric one to do that. So once you're in installer code, you're going to enter in star 56 to go into the deep level zone programming. The first question is going to ask you is if you want to set to confirm. By default, we're just going to go ahead and set 0. So we're going to hit no, 0 for no. And the first thing it takes you to is enter in zone number. I have this sensor learned in as zone number 9. You can do this technically on any zone you like. I'll show you guys how to do that as well. So I'm just going to go to zone 9 so I can delete this from my system. So I enter in 0, 9, and then star to continue. It gives me the summary of the zone to start off. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and hit star to continue. Now, the very first thing it's going to ask you to do is going to enter in the zone type. So to delete the sensor, this is where you're going to do it. Right now I have mine set as a zone type 03, which is a perimeter. To delete it, just enter in 00. So 00, and then it says zone disabled. I'm going to hit star to continue. It's going to ask you if you want to delete the zone. We're deleting a zone, right? So we're going to go ahead and say yes. 1 is for yes, 0 is for no. So you hit 1, yes, and then just hit star. And now it's deleted the zone information and it takes you to the next zone. You'll see it brought you to zone 10 now. Yeah, it says zone disabled. I'm going to leave it disabled for now. It's just asking me if I want to delete the zone even though it's already disabled. If nothing's in there, I'll just hit 1 to confirm. So it brings me to my next zone 11. Again, you can continue this for every zone. If I wanted to start off at zone 1, so if I wanted to delete every sensor, again, summary screen, when asking for zone type, enter in 00, hit start to continue, hit 1 to confirm, takes you to the next zone. I can do the same thing, star again, hit star to continue, zone type 00, hit star. You want to delete the zone? Yes. Takes you to zone 3. I'm going to go ahead and exit out. 00 will quit, by the way, if you didn't see that. And then to exit out of programming, do star 99. Yeah. So brings it back into ready to arm mode. And again, so like you saw, you can just keep 0-0ing every zone, and it'll disable, ask you if you want, it'll ask you if you want to delete that zone. All you need to hit say is yes and hit start to continue, and it'll take you to the next zone. So if you guys are looking to delete multiple zones, continue doing that. Another easier option could be having your monitoring company do it. So if you have an AlarmNet communicator, you can ask your monitoring company to delete the zone for you as well, as long as they can compass it remotely. So that was how to delete a Honeywell device on a Vista system. We're going to go ahead and move over to the Lyric system now, which is a lot easier, I think. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. So moving on to the Lyric system. All right, so now that we're at the Lyric system, I'm going to show you guys how to delete a zone or multiple zones on the Lyric system very easily, yeah? So the process is the same whether or not you're using a Lynx or a Lyric. I'm using the Lyric for today. I'm going to go ahead and tap on the screen to wake it up. So right now my system says ready to arm. I'm going to go ahead and go into our zone. So to do that, you go to Tools. Again, you enter in the installer code. Mine is defaulted, so it's 4112. Yours could be different. Make your way over to Program. Go over to Zones. And as you see here, I have a couple of zones. I have a front door programmed in, and I have a siren programmed in as well. These are just door sensors, and one is a siren. So as you can see, if I just highlight it, it will turn blue. And then there's a delete option right here, which I'm going to go ahead and hit. It's going to ask me if I'm sure. I'm going to hit yes to confirm. And that has deleted my sensor. So if I go into the front door, I hit edit, there will no longer be a serial number in that field. So it's a clear zone. You can add a new sensor into it if you'd like. To show you guys this again, if I were to hit edit, you see a serial number in there. Oops, sorry, let me cancel out of there. Serial number is right there. I'm gonna hit the back arrow button. I'm gonna show you guys what happens when I delete the siren. I hit delete, hit yes to confirm, and now it automatically sets zone 4 as a back door. These are just predetermined zones that come with the lyric by default. You don't have to use that zone for a backdoor. You can do whatever you want. As you saw, I had a siren. But if you see, we go into backdoor now, we hit edit, there's nothing in that zone. It's a fresh new zone. You guys can use it for whatever you like. I'm going to go ahead and back out. Now, there is one device that we've seen that asks you to do a little bit more. So that would actually be the 6 fob. I'm going to show you guys how to delete that key fob right now. So this is only if you have a 6 fob, yeah? The other zones are easily deleted just by deleting and hitting yes to confirm. If you have a 6 fob learned into the system, the way to delete it is make your way over to keys. Yes. Again, this was in the installer menu. So after you entered in the installer code and hit programming, the same right before you hit zones, keys is right underneath. So you hit keys, and you see I have a key fob in my zone 131 to 134 because the key fob takes up 4 zones. One to arm stay, disarm, arm away, and then a panic alarm or no response. So I highlight that zone. Now, when I hit edit, it's going to ask me if I'm sure. If I tap yes, it then asks me, after you tap yes, then press any button on the key fob to delete. So I hit yes. I tap any button on the key fob. It starts blinking. And it stops blinking. That's how I know that the key fob has been deleted. And if you heard the lyric, it just did a slight little beep at the very end there. All right. Now, after I've deleted all my sensors or whatever I needed to delete, once I'm done, you can just hit the back arrow key all the way out to the home screen. And the system is back to normal. It has no zones learned onto it. And that is how to delete a sensor or a Honeywell device from a system. So we worked with the Vista, we worked with the lyric. Each of them have their own separate things. And if you guys do have any questions at all, you can always email us at support@alarmgrid.com. We'd be more than happy to help you guys out. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure that you hit like underneath, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and enable the notifications so whenever we upload new content, you guys do get notified. Again, my name was George, and I'll see you guys next time.